ora, and welcome to this morning's UTB 10-minute tips with your cup of tea. We've been asked a lot recently about how we could add maths equations into our Google Docs. It could be a lot easier than what you're thinking. So this morning we're going to take a look at 3 ways that you can add some maths equations not only into your Google Docs, but also into slides or forms or whatever the tool is that you might be using. So let's have a look at how we could do this to create some engaging, some stimulating, and some really relevant and meaningful maths tasks. We're just going to focus on 3 quick and easy ways this morning. The first one is to use the Google Docs equation editor itself. So here we have Google Docs equation editor. Where do we find it? We come up to Insert and we have Equation. When you click on that, you notice it drops down an extra toolbar for you. When you hover over each group, it tells you what they are. So this is Greek letters, miscellaneous operations, relations, maths operations, and arrows. Now you need to have your cursor where you want the equation to go in. I'm just going to Command Z to put that back again. Put your cursor where you want the maths equation to drop in. Now you can see these are grayed out because once I inserted it, I then did another operation on my doc, and so it thinks I've finished using them. So you just click on New Equation and they bold again, and now they're able to be used. So if I wanted to put let's go with a fraction, that's often something teachers ask about in Google Docs. I know some people use tables and then they make the borders of the tables transparent. But this is a much quicker, easier way for you to do it. So just click on that. Let's say 4, hit enter, 8ths, and we have 4/8, as simple as that. Then I could just use my plus, come back, click on your equation again, grab another fraction, and this time we could have 4/8, and let's go with 2/8, and very quickly and easily we have got that dropped in. You can see up the top up here, you can do much more complex equations as well, but a really quick and easy way to be able to drop maths equations in. So let's just come back to here. Let's say this time we wanted to do something squared, so we would just go 9, hit enter, and then you can see the cursor jumps up and we can put our squared. Click out of that box to carry on, and you just carry on editing the same way. So really quick and easy to use. When you've finished, on the right hand side there's an X, and you can see it says hide equation toolbar. You can click on that and pop the toolbar away if you wanted to. So let's just find that one more time. Under Insert, Equation, and then once we've used it, let's just put something else in here so that let's just pop an arrow in here for the sake. There we go. Click outside of that box, it grays out, and to reuse it we just click on New Equation again. Really simple. The second way that we can insert maths equations is by using the Equatio Chrome extension. So I have already got this open down here just to save time loading it, but it sits up here with your Chrome extensions. It's just called Equatio, and there's a link here to the Chrome Web Store. Now it is free for teachers, but paid for students. At the moment, during this COVID-19 situation, they have opened that up, but do be aware that if you want to use it long-term going forward, it is paid for students, but a powerful tool and really worth investigating if you use maths a lot with your students. When you click on the Chrome extension, it pops this toolbar down the bottom here. You can see we've got a toolbar down here. Now it has a equation editor, so same thing, we can just click on this. You can see that I've already popped an equation in there, and wherever your cursor is, when you click Insert Maths, it just pops it into your Google Doc. The really awesome thing about this tool is that it also has a handwriting recognition built into it. So if I click on this, and let's just clear the equation on this side. So let's stick with fractions because that's often tricky for teachers to insert. If I just do it with my cursor, I'm just doing this with my mouse. Not very well, but we're just giving it a go. It's pretty good. And you can see on the right hand side that it's converting my handwriting to written maths text. So I could put square root of 16 in here, and you can see it's popped that in over here. Again, wherever your cursor is, so let's just pop our cursor on the dock and we click Insert Maths. It's going to drop whatever is in the maths side of it on the right hand side here. You can see it does its little magic in the background, and there it now has popped it in there. As well as handwriting recognition, it also has speech input. So again, let's just clear this. And just like voice typing in Google Docs, we just click on the red circle here. We speak our maths and it will type it for us. Let's have a go. 3/5 plus how many fifths equals 5/5. And press stop. So you can see again, you can do all kinds of maths with this. Put our cursor where we want that maths to be dropped in. There it is, it's in here. Click Insert Maths, and it's going to do its magic again in the background, and it's going to drop that into the doc for you. Now you'll also see up here, I've inserted this image of a fraction with some pieces missing, and I did this with their math space. So when you click on this, it will take you to your Equatio math space, where again you have the same toolbar but a couple of extra features. So you have freehand drawing, the options for freehand drawing, you can insert shapes, and you can insert smart shapes. You can also choose different colors up here. You can import files. So if you've got maybe a real world image of some boxes stacked or something, and you want your kids to do some maths around it, you can insert this here. You've got normal copying and editing and getting rid of, cutting what you've already put on there, pasting things into there, and you can compile all kinds of really cool maths activities. And this magic blue button over here, when you click Insert, will drop whatever you have on your workspace here into your Google Doc, which is what I did there. So a really cool feature as well. And this one here is a screenshot reader. So you can take a screenshot of some maths and it will read it for your students or for you. When you've finished, you just click the X on the right hand side and pop that toolbar away. And if you no longer want the Equatio Chrome extension showing, you just click on it again and it pops it out of sight. Really powerful editor for maths, and will allow you to do all kinds of awesome maths work with your students. That's the Equatio Chrome extension that you get from the Chrome Web Store, and you just install, and it will sit up here with your other Chrome extensions. The third and final way that we're going to look at this morning for inserting maths equations is to use your add-ons. So up here with your toolbars here, you have add-ons, and there are a couple of add-ons that I've listed that you can use. There is Maths Type add-on. Now the reason I've put this one in here, it is paid, but at the moment it's free. They've opened it up free for teachers to use. So when I click on it, you can see it's going to tell me when it loads that you need a subscription. And it shows you kind of an image here of all the different things that you can do. But there is a button here that you can request a free subscription if you think that is something that you would like to try out. And the other one I've put here is the Fast Keyboard. Now what this one does, when you click on Menu, it's going to open it in the menu on the right hand side. And it's going to drop, and you see you've got different access to different options here, but there is a maths option. So again, I think I did, yes I did, it's jumped down. Let's just put our cursor underneath that, and again you can click on maths and you can click on any one of these. Let's just go with a quarter. So you can build it up in here, click Insert, and it's going to drop that again where, here it is, wherever your cursor was. I'll make that a bit bigger so that you can see it. And it will drop it in at whatever size you have got your cursor set for. But this is pretty cool too. It's got some other special symbols in here that you might want to use. It's got some emojis, and it will save your recents. So that could be another way that you investigate in terms of adding maths equations into your Google Docs. So there we are, 3 quick and easy ways using an add-on, using the Equatio Chrome extension, but just remembering that it's free for teachers and paid for students, and your Google Docs equation editor. Really quick and simple. So hopefully that's helped you with how you can add some maths equations into your Google Docs. So there we are. I hope that was helpful. Some ways that you can insert maths equations into your Google Docs and your other Google tasks that you create as well. It's something that we do get asked often, so hopefully that's given you a couple of ideas. Feel free to share the tasks that you create with us. We always love seeing what you guys do. And of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Thanks for watching this morning. Have a great day and enjoy your cup of tea.